What's going on, guys? So day 3 of the strong squad. So this is the first week where we've got 3 days in the week. Obviously this day is an optional day, you don't have to do it, but you know, if you do it, you get some more gains. So we've got a little warm-up set up again. We've got shoulders, hips and more shoulders. So not so much spine this time for this warm-up. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a shoulder controlled articular rotation, but something I've been playing around with. Typically I do them face down. I was like, could you do it face up on a bench? And I've been doing it for a little while, and yeah, I feel like it works great, so I want to share it with you guys. So what you're going to do here is you're going to lay on the bench. You're going to take the dumbbells, the plates, or dumbbells, whatever you want to use. Again, it's going to be quite light because it's quite just a hard movement. So you're going to start above your head here, and you're going to come all the way around with straight arms. And when you get to like mid-level, you're going to twist your arms in, and you're going to shoot down under the bench, and you're going to try and Kimura those arms up behind your back. Then you're going to come back out here. Really big stretch, rotation around, and then we're going to come meet our hands together. So I'll show you that about the plates. So here we're creating that body tension, we're coming down here nice and strong, we rotate in, and we're driving those arms up our back so we can get a stretch in our bicep tendon. We're coming back around, really stretching out, trying to find the most range that we can, and then bringing those arms up above our head. So that is movement 1, which is our laying shoulder class. Movement 2 is our Powell raise. So I like to do this leg down. You can do it on an incline bench, but I prefer the leg down version. Lie on a bench, support yourself by holding the bench. You're going to take this dumbbell from this position here all the way to above your head, focusing on nice, slow control on the way down, so you make your rear delt have to work as hard as it can, getting some blood flow to the area, strengthening those connective tissues as we go through this movement, like so. So for those 2 movements, we're going to do 6 to 8 reps. Obviously the single arm movement, 6 to 8 reps each side. So there are 2 shoulder movements. Now we're going to move into like a lower leg movement. So this is just lower leg internal and external rotation. Now for Jiu-Jitsu, it's really important that we have healthy knees because they do take a battering, especially when you start looking at leg locks. So there is rotation in our lower leg. So we're just going to train that, make it strong, strengthen the ligaments in our knees. We've got 4 in our knees, the LCL, MCL, ACL, PCL. The more work we can do strengthening those, getting those nice and strong, the less likely we are of tearing ligaments. So this is one of the movements. So you're going to sit away from a band. You're going to place the band around your foot, so it gives you a little bit of tension and it's going to force you to work. You're going to use your hands here to block off your knee, to stop your knee from cheating and compensating. You're going to let that band pull your foot out. You're going to pull that band in. And you're going to think about leading this with your shin bone versus your foot. So really think about, okay, I want to twist my shin bone first. That's what I'm trying to activate when I go through here. I'm not trying to move my foot. That's just following my shin. So 6 to 8 reps that way. Then you may as well stay in the same position so you can hit the outside. So we did internal rotation on that foot. We're going to do external rotation on this foot. So again, leading with that foot, blocking off the knee, trying to get that shin to make the main part of the movement here. Like so. 6 to 8 reps there, and then you just turn around and face the other way, and then you'll hit the other movements on the other foot. So 2 rounds, 6 to 8 reps of each. Part 2 of the session, another little warm up, so 2 to 3 sets of an isometric, like an isometric fly, some gymnastic swimming, and some hip flexors. So, isometric fly to start with. We're going to lay down. We're going to get our hands under some relatively heavy kettlebells. We're going to lay down, get into position here. Our arms are going to be dead straight. And what we're going to do is we're going to work on around 60 seconds of trying to go with straight arms, pushing against the kettlebells as hard as we can. 10 seconds of work. And then rest. And then push the other way on the kettlebells. So you're going to do 10 seconds push up, 10 seconds push down, so with the back of your hand, 10 seconds push up with the palm, 10 seconds push down with the back, 10 up, 10 down. You're going to do that for 60 seconds, so three lots of each. Then you're going to move straight into gymnastic swimming. So you can lay on a bench here, head's going to come down, you can have your legs down to support if you want, and we're just going to go breaststroke. 1 minute of breaststrokes. You can add weights if you want, small weights, 2.5s, 1.25s are probably going to be good for this here. And just gymnastic swimming for that minute. So 10 seconds pull your arms up, 10 seconds push your arms down for a minute of gymnastic swimming, and then we're going to go into 6 to 8 reps each side of our hip flexor drill. So we're going to have, make sure you're next to a wall so you can support yourself, scoop your foot into the kettlebell here, be high enough so that when you dangle off your leg can come fully straight, and then we're driving our knee up to just above our hip line. And we're going to go 6 to 8 reps, coming down nice, slow and controlled, finding a little pause at the top. On your last rep of each, so on your 6th or 8th rep, I want you to do a 10-second hold at the top, and I want you to be trying to get that knee higher and higher and higher for those 10 seconds, and then slowly lower back down. Okay? So 2 to 3 sets. Part 3, we have a little bit more strengthy kind of stuff. So we're going to start with a loaded Jefferson lunge, a 3-position sumo squat, and a Renegade row versus a band. So let's start with our Jefferson curl. So you're going to start with this split lunge position here, and then what we want to think about is we want to start rolling in our chin, rolling our shoulders forwards, and then we're coming all the way down here, all the way to our back knee touches the floor with a nice bent spine. We're then going to reverse the movement like we did with our Jefferson curl. We're going to come up, forcing that belly button in, here, forcing that thoracic spine, and then we're straightening out at the top. Coming back in, nice and slow on the way down, reaching that full range, reversing the movement, pulling that belly button in, driving up, and extending out at that last moment. 6 to 8 Jefferson lunges each side. Then we're going to go into this 3-position sumo squat. So stack yourself up on some drop pads or a box or a couple of benches, enough so that when you're at the full depth, the kettlebell or dumbbell will not touch the floor. So we're in here, we've got a nice stance, our chest is going to be up nice and tall, and what we're going to do is we're going to hang out in this bottom position. I'm going to pulse here for 10 reps. Coming up, trying to squeeze our quads, get deep, so we get a nice stretch in our groin. Once we've done 10 reps, we come up to halfway, trying to get that deeper range. Every rep, pulsing. It should get quite hard. Once we've done our 10 reps here, we're going into 10 full reps. And we're going as low as we can through that full range of motion. 10 in each position, make it hard enough so that, you know, that last set of 10 is really a challenge. Once we've done that, we're going to go into this Renegade row against bands. I just wanted to make the pull slightly different versus a normal one, because you're never going to pull from the same position in jiu-jitsu, so this band just makes it a little bit more challenging. So you're going to be in this plank position here, and you're going to row against the dumbbell. So we're going to go 6 to 8 reps each side, really squeezing the elbow back towards your side. Every rep here, pull back, pull back. Again, 6 to 8 reps. If you are on the hour track, 3 to 5 sets. If you're on the half an hour track, 2 to 3 sets, depending on your time. So yeah, enjoy. Okay, last part of the workout. So probably the most challenging part of the workout to set up if you don't have a GHD machine. But back extensions are so good that it's worth the time it takes to set it up. Especially from like a posterior chain strengthening point of view, and a lot of the stuff that I want to delve into in this program, the back extension can be a great tool when used properly. So what I've got here is I've got a box, I've got a pad on here just for like softness, and then a bar which is basically going to anchor my legs down as I do this. So we're going to do back extensions and pullovers. I'll link another video to pullovers in the video, but you should be able to see on this video the pullovers, but if you've been following my program, you know what pullovers are anyway. So we've got back extensions, dumbbell pullovers. So back extension, you're going to come onto the top of the box, you're going to place your legs under, and you're going to go forward to like your sort of like hips are just over the edge of this box here. So we're going to come through, and we're just going to come across here. So my hips are now just kind of over the edge of this box. What we're going to do now is we're going to come down, bring our body all the way down here, and we're going to extend up. Let's say, focusing on squeezing our butt as we come to the top. We're going to do 6 to 8 reps. On our 6th rep or 8th rep, we're going to hold here for as long as we can, trying to get higher and higher and higher, really trying to just force that isometric strength for that last set, and you're just going to lower down really slowly and control to the bottom. To dismount, hands on the floor, and I literally just slide my legs off to one side and come up. So 6 to 8 of those, and then we're going to move into dumbbell pullovers. So we take one dumbbell, we're going to place our shoulders on the bench, and we want our butt lower than our shoulders. That's the main focus here. Dumbbell's going to come through here, and we're just going to reach back as far as we can and then come through. We don't want our butt coming up because we want it all to be through our thoracic spine, and we'll move through. So 6 to 8 reps of that. 6 to 8 reps of our back extensions. Again, make this hard, so you can make this heavier by holding onto a plate or a dumbbell, moving slower. This, make it hard, heavier dumbbell, slower tempo. We should always be going with a slower tempo anyway, really. But yeah, that's our 3 days this week, and yeah, enjoy.